What if I told you the person shopping right next to you could have paid less for the exact same milk, bread and eggs, at the exact same store, at the exact same time, and you would never know? No coupon, no membership, no special sale, just a computer deciding you should pay more. If that sounds outrageous, you're going to want to watch this entire video, because this actually became the center of a massive Consumer Reports investigation that triggered government attention, new proposed laws, and forced one of the biggest grocery delivery companies in America to change course. And here's the scary part. This could be the future of shopping. If you like honest product reviews, consumer alerts, and money-saving tips that big companies would rather you ignore, subscribe right now. We expose the stories that can save you money and protect your family. Now, let's get into it. Imagine opening your grocery app and seeing a gallon of milk for $4.99. Seems normal, right? But what if your neighbor opens the exact same app 1 second later and sees that same milk for $4.49? You both buy it from the same store. You both live in the same area. The only difference is that an algorithm decided you should pay more. That's exactly the type of pricing system Consumer Reports uncovered. According to its investigation, Instacart was testing AI-powered technology that allowed some grocery retailers to show different prices to different shoppers for the exact same products. Read that again. Different people, different prices, same groceries. It's enough to make anyone angry. And once the investigation became public, the backlash exploded. Consumers demanded answers, lawmakers demanded answers, regulators started asking questions, and suddenly everyone wanted to know the same thing. How long has this been happening? The pressure became so intense that Instacart publicly announced it was ending the pricing experiments immediately. The company admitted the tests raised concerns and caused shoppers to question whether they were getting a fair deal. But don't celebrate just yet. Instacart also said it will continue allowing grocery retailers and food brands to run different promotions and discount experiments on its platform. So, while one type of pricing test is ending, companies are still using technology to experiment with how products are offered to shoppers. And that's where things get even more interesting. One of the largest grocery chains involved, Wegmans, announced that it stopped using Instacart's pricing software after reviewing the Consumer Reports investigation. Then politicians stepped in. A proposed federal law called the One Fair Price Act was introduced to stop companies from using personal consumer data to charge different prices. Multiple senators and members of Congress demanded explanations. The Federal Trade Commission reportedly opened an investigation. New York's Attorney General requested information about Instacart's pricing practices. California launched its own investigation. Even the U.S. House Oversight Committee started looking into AI pricing systems used by companies like Instacart, Uber, Lyft, Expedia, and Booking.com. Think about that for a second. This isn't just about groceries anymore. It's about artificial intelligence deciding what millions of people pay every single day. And most shoppers have absolutely no idea it's happening. Here's what makes this story so important. Most of us assume prices are fair and equal. We think if we open an app, everyone sees the same number. But technology is changing the way companies do business. Algorithms can analyze shopping habits, buying history, location, demand, and other information in seconds. That means the price you see might not be the same price someone else sees. And unless someone investigates it, you would never know. That's exactly why Consumer Reports investigation matters. It forced a national conversation. It pushed companies to respond. It caught the attention of lawmakers. And it reminded millions of shoppers to question what they're seeing instead of assuming it's fair. So, before you place your next grocery order, compare prices, look at different stores, and remember this story. Because the biggest sale isn't always finding a lower price. Sometimes it's discovering that you were almost charged more in the first place. If you believe shoppers deserve transparency and fair pricing, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who orders groceries online. The more people know about stories like this, the harder it becomes for companies to hide them. Thanks for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. And remember, shop smart, not in the dark.